Coming out with it, it's Siegel. He'll bring it back from inside the 15.
And we snatched that. Hey, we snatched that, nigga.
How the fuck did I just lose the ball?
First down for this offense.
Bro, I stripped it. He ain't showed it thing, but I stripped it. He snatched that. I ain't never seen that though.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the
Look
backfield. He'll lose
down,
a
I
couple.
look up and I'm on defense.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because
Oh, everything I feel the same way, man. They didn't even show none of the fumble animation in there.
The linebacker,
Straight my ball.
he had a good
I'll
clue
take
what
it.
was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired, pull.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Segal. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Siegel. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Going up top. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry up. They give it to him again. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they can
Bro,
run.
I'm
And the
telling him to
defense
play
makes the
underneath, bro,
immediate
and this
tackle,
nigga's
but he
standing
has enough
behind
for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Like, look at that
Got
angle,
enough
bro. Like,
space. Touchdown, Utes. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Fresno State was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bulldogs performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back.
what?
Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. pocket starts to collapse.
I wish
And
my
the
team would
quarterback
hold up.
couldn't withstand
Like,
the
how does
heat,
one
and he
person
will
beat
go
one?
down as we played one quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Falcons pick up the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
Definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking to take a shot. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field. It's Murray. He's got it. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
I don't even know how the fuck I fumbled at the beginning of the game, bro. They just threw my whole team off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it.
Like,
the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and
why
prove
would
me
you
right.
run backwards?
Yeah, not complimentary
Who
football, no
runs
doubt. But
backwards?
look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You got to be pretty impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Coming after it. Here he
Look
goes
at this,
breaking
bro.
the pocket.
Who is this?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always
I don't
talking
think I've
about
been across
dynamic
midfield
guys, and
yet.
he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He just threw it away on 4th down. I get not wanting to have the turnover, but I think you want to keep that one alive a little longer. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The give on the inside. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Used the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing
Bro, I
you
really
need to
can't do anything.
is
As
mess
soon
it
as
up
I
by
hike the ball,
allowing a big
his D
kickoff
lineman is in the
return.
backfield.
What
And then
kind
the
of
very
field
first play of the
position can
game,
he help them with
he
on the
somehow
return?
snatched the ball out of my
And the
finger.
return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Falcons will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Obliterates him, still on the move. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And the Utes will hustle to the line. They'll run it from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offsides. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice
Oh
on
my
it.
god, bro.
And you didn't have a lot of
Gymnastics
panic in the
dude,
first
man.
half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's picked off again. His night vision
Yeah, he's
hasn't
around.
been up to speed. His third interception. Touchdown, Utah! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Awesome awareness by the D lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Utes! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Utah! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, how
Bro,
great
the
is
game
this
is
team?
over.
Most athletic
I'm run
position
committing.
on the
These
field,
niggas are not
doing
run
work,
committing.
showing he could be a running back.
I can't even throw the
showing he
ball
could be a
because
wide receiver. I mean,
my
what
whoever
else
my left
can
tackle
the
is
defensive
getting
lineman
cooked
do?
by whoever the
What
fuck
an
that
athlete.
nigga is on their left side. And then look, all my players have damn near
He'll
half.
bring it
Look how
out.
slow he's
It's
running.
Seagal.
I can't even do
Didn't
nothing.
find
Look.
any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to
Look
it.
at how long this
That
fucking
pass is
ball, bro.
incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback
I thought I had
now
somebody
breaking
on
the field. He'll pull it down. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Quarterback moving. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Creates a little space. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
Man, he thought he was scoring a touchdown there. His eyes were big. I think he might have started peeking up at the Jumbotron to see if he was going to make it in. After recovering the fumble,
the game is literally unplayable. How the fuck can I play?
Down close to the goal line.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Utes want to move quickly. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Touchdown, Utes! And the punishment has been extended. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Siegel. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Gonna try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Release to the back. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard.
The entire season.
They're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throws to the back. It's complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. And trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. To the air, it's Murray. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on his quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected...
Oh, look out, there he goes! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Bounced off his feet. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone.
What the?
Touchdown,
Okay.
Utah! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And this is
Every
dropped.
pass has been an
Incomplete
I don't think there's
pass.
been
He
one
had a
good pass.
huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one,